Yo, yo, yo. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody out there. Happy Thursday. It's your boy Black Jackie Jr. 33 with another video of F1 24 My Drive Career Mode Round 5 at China. Now, as y'all seen, I was trying to get the dub, but I don't know if I should use my first setup or my backup setup. And it's gonna be full rainy, it's gonna be full sunny, so I might as well go ahead and just hop into it though. Without further ado, make sure y'all like, subscribe.
Now here's
Right
something
up.
we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole?
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification button so the next time we're live. And yeah, we the road to 600 though.
Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
I don't know what setup I should go for though.
Standing by.
Like I said, I don't know what setup should I go for. But when it's dry, it just set up these smooth corners.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Stepping with a 143.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions. Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions. I'd take a set of intermediate conditions. Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions. Check's complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
Alright, Joe. So, I dropped the wing down by 2 clicks. Okay, so that's that. I don't have no other setups for any other tracks for the 2025 setups. So, yeah.
We've dropped to P20.
Uh-oh. I ain't gonna make it. Told you.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions. Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
I had to redo this one because why the fuck is my I didn't cross that finish line first. I didn't cross that finish line like fast enough. Yeah, the setup wasn't really ideal. It's like I'd rather use my other first setup, but then again, it's like throughout that big long corner, my car starts slipping. I'm like, oh hell nah, bro. It's good to everybody. Good morning out there. Happy Thursday to everybody out there. Hope you have a nice, beautiful Thursday today. Cause I was debating on using my main setup, but I don't know. Cause my main setup in that last corner I just came out of, that one corner I came out of, it slips though. It be slipping around that corner, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? The more I do it, the more I'm getting like ease into the throttle, ease, and then when I come halfway out the corner, I full throttle that shit.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Uh-oh, teammate. Now my teammate hit pole. Congratulations to my teammate, but although that shit gonna get shattered anyway.
They're on provisional pole. Right, their best lap time, 1 minute 44.9. Okay, So this light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
So F125 got a reversal track, which is kind of crazy. I told you that shit was gonna get shattered. I can't believe Mercedes literally asked me to be one of their drivers, but I think so we're gonna have two black people, two black racers racing in the same team. I hope it's gonna be me and Hamilton. Hope so. If not, I'm gonna be so mad.
Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions. All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Okay, we gonna get this thing out here on the track, ready to roll. I dropped the pillow.
And we've been pushed down to P20.
I don't want to use my that yet. I don't want to use my ERS yet. Good morning to everybody out there. Bro, why is it that my car's not turning? It's about on time. Perez and provisional pole. I hope you said it works for you.
Drop to P20.
Uh-oh, just started in the drop zone. Norris, Leclerc. Will they be able to pull it out?
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
Let's see what place that put us. 6. I don't know. It's like I like my main setup better though. Although it's like the long run speed is good, it's there. But it's like I get held back more and more.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions. Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
See, I don't know how to set up my failing track though, so I might just fuck up and wreck it and just call it a day. So I don't know how to set up my fails. Listen. Without further ado, we're gonna stick to the script. We're gonna try our best to get this race done and over with. Get a dub today like we did last time at Japan with the 2025 the new 2025 race setup. It's a little struggle for me, but you know, we managed to get it. We managed to get a dub though. Bro.
So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
How's everybody morning going so far? It might feel as good and get it out the race because I dropped the front wing by 2 clicks. Because it was always at 38, and I dropped it down by 2, so that's 36. The front wing I dropped the front wing down to 36 though. But so far it really feels, it handles like Japan setup. The 2025 actual setup though. But that 2025 setup come out, F1 25 game come out, man, I'm telling you.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
I might not have the best pace to this, but I usually be on provisional pole right about now. It's gonna be dry in a race though, so that's why I'm using a dry setup. I'd be like, just stay smooth and calm. You got this. It's getting dried up though, so.
Okay, we can take you this lap. Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
Yeah, P11 is bad, but I just don't want to be on provisional pole and just dominate the whole race. You know, I just want to be like in a good position where I can like have a battle with almost the whole, nearly the whole, not even the whole field. The people that I'm really need to battle is like Verstappen, Norris, and Leclerc. They got knocked out. I shit you not, they all got knocked out.
Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
Yeah, they got knocked out. Which just kind of surprised me, because why did y'all get knocked out? Y'all usually be on top. But what happened? Hold on for a second, because I'm going to need my charger real quick. Because my controller is not charging right now, because it's been on charger for the past 3 freaking days. For 2 days. And it still hasn't charged fully. And it's kind of pissing me off. It's not even fully charged though. That's the thing, and it's kind of irritating my soul. So now, that's it.
I'd take a set of unpredictable conditions.
See, Verstappen is gone because Verstappen got knocked out. How did Behrman make it past out of Q1? How? Ain't no heckin' way that you make it out of Q1 with that type of lap. It just wouldn't sit right with me. I'm sorry, it just wouldn't. And my teammate in. So what time?
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
I'm keeping on the same inters. It has pace. It has that pace. And I have a confidence though. I have a confidence that my car has the pace. With this setup, when a little tweaking changes, I have this pace. I have the pace for it. And I really do have the pace for it. So I'm going out here one more time. The same inters. No fresh ones. Because I have the pace.
drop to P15.
My only shot. My only shot I have.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Remaining in the session. We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying. Come on.
I'm going to dump all this universe right down the shoulder.
Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
Yeah, Mark, I know. Six, not bad. One has made it through. I ain't gonna hold you. Me and a half, I was straight cooking. So it's Pierre Gasly, Piastri, Hamilton, Albon, my teammate Albon, Stroll, me, Behrman, Carlos Sainz, Ocon, and Yuki Tsunoda. Almost to kick Salvers. The Salvers got knocked out. And one Alpine. And one got knocked out at Q2. Damn. One got knocked out at Q3, Q1. One got knocked out at Q2. So hopefully me and my teammate could be...
Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions. Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
So hopefully this race could go smooth as well as I expected. Because we could have won that. We literally could have won that. If it wasn't for me not fucking up and shit, it would have been better. We could have had some points, but we did bring home some points, some good fourth place points, though. We just scrapped at intermediate tires. Cause when I thought about it, all my main setup is literally based on long runs and speed, and cornering, a little slight unstable. But this one is basically mean on stableness, responsiveness, and basically and smoothing in and out of corners. So that's basically how it is. Like when I tried to set up on a drive, this setup was smoothing. And I mean it was smooth into a corner out that last corner I just came out of. No slipping, no nothing. Cause I just had on fresh setups up the top. But now on some warm sets, that's a difference. That's a difference though.
The rain's going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
I didn't care if I was slow through in the face. It was all about that cornering though. I don't care about the speed. It feels like the same one. It's another tick hole.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
I'm on one set of medium. One set of inters. Why I say medium? I think my strategy is going to be on mediums and going on hards. That's my only strategy I have, mediums to hards. What y'all think, Chad?
At least another 10 minutes until this rain evens out. Stay alert out there.
Mediums to hards on the race? Or hard mediums? And then I'm gonna throw in another fresh set of, I'm gonna throw in a fresh set of inters. I mean, like, yeah, it feels good. The setup feels good. I just tweaked it just a slight bit, just to make sure my car won't just slip and slide all over the track in one tire. So, yeah. Basically, I never touched anything but touched the front wing. Adjusted just a slight bit. Hold up, what the fuck I'm doing? I just adjust the front wing, just drop down from 38 to 36.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
Yo, what's up? What's good with y'all? So now, this is the third quali. Right now we try to get that, but the race is we on dry sets. We on a dry track in a race though. You good, man. You good. We in a rain session, but I'm thinking in the race we gonna do mediums to hards.
Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
Which really is the only option. So what y'all thinking? Ooh, what are you doing as?
All clear the garage,
Ain't you supposed to be
Cars
doing your
ready to
schoolwork?
leave.
You better be learning that education, get them books. You better hit them books, my guy. but for real, you gotta learn out there, bro. What grade is you in? And how old are you? You gotta be. You're 8 years. Oh yeah, you in elementary. I would say stay in them books, my guy. I'ma advise you. Here's the best advice for you, man. And take this for real, bro. Once you hit in your teens, man, save yourself from these guys out here. Wait for the right high school. Do you understand? You in 8th grade? That's middle school. Well, yeah. They ended up middle school going to high school. That explains a lot. That explains a lot different. It's different from where you at. Yeah, where you at? What? That makes no sense. That's literally confused me.
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water.
I wouldn't understand that. And I don't even know where you live. You must live in the UK for real. Seventh ain't bad. I'll take it. Cause that last corner kind of fucked me over. We could have had pole, but hey, it's okay though. We gonna work with it. Okay, where you live at? That's my question though. I just want to know. Look, my max pace is is 99. My focus is almost there. What team? What you mean in F1 or like sports? Right now in F1 and like in the actual F1 series right now, well, NBA, I'm not really an NBA person. I'm more of a like NASCAR person. So, like, you know, I'm not really too big on basketball, but NASCAR, big on Toyotas. Not Toyotas, but Chevrolets and stuff like that. I mean, like, I'm sorry, F1 is good too, but NASCAR is good too. If you actually watch the NASCAR series though, not really. Not really. I mean, like the new aero package, then yeah, it's different. But the older Gen cars, like the Gen 6 cars was way better. I'm sorry, the Gen 6 was. I grew up seeing it first from the early 2000s. I've been to NASCAR like from the early 2000s. The very old, I think it was like what 2005 cars and stuff like that, and all the way up until now. I've seen them evolve from those times. Every year, every 2 to 3 years, they evolve in different cars. Trust me, I've seen it. They have newer paint schemes, but it just has a different quality to it. But without further ado, let's get into this race though.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race.
Give me a minute.
Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, with Pierre Gasly alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Behrman, Stroll, Hamilton, the Professor, Tsunoda, Ocon, Albon, Perez, Hulkenberg, Bottas, Zhou, Fittipaldi, Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, and Frederick Vesti. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
Alright, so, as y'all seen, the good cars are way in the back, which does give me a good chance of taking the lead. But also, we got Gasly in the Aston Martin. It's like, I don't know what happened to this guy, to Gasly, but he just goated on since Bahrain. Damn, everybody's on soft though. But why everybody's on soft? But the answer to your question is Red Bull. But Red Bull been my good favorite team though. But if you talking about cars that's goated in IRL, I gotta say that my top favorite is Paul Walker's car. I think the 1999 Nissan Skyline GTR R34. That car is the goated. But also, I like his car because of the design to it though. But that's my dream car. I would say the Camaro ZL1 for the supercharger, the Camaro Z28 with the supercharger. No, I just like the Red Bull because of the time. Because of the team. I just like them because they just good overall. Cause it's not just because of Max Verstappen. It's just because of I just like it because their overall pace, their strategies. Sometimes their strategy is not like they want it to be, but sometimes Verstappen always comes out on top. 9 out of 10 he comes out on top between a mechanical failure or such. Who knows? But everybody's on soft. But I want to start on mediums though, for real. Cause those tires gonna fall off real fast though. Mediums to hards though? What y'all thinking? See. But the thing about it though, I'm gonna put it like this though. If I throw on hards now, and everybody else is on hards, the other people might do a 2 to 3 stops. Let me show you. They doing a 2 stop. They doing mediums, soft, and hards. Skip all that. They might have a fresher set of softs. But when a safety car comes out, and I'm on warm mediums, I have an upper hand. I would have the upper hand on everybody. Because I could just easily pit, box for hards, boom, I'm out. That's all it's going to take for somebody to screw up the race, and then boom, I'm good. But hey, without further ado, it's just like, I've did it before. I've did it in Japan. It was that track you do a 1 stop. It was easy. Although I had a struggle throughout the time being, but hey, I managed to keep up with them. Cause I feel like then it's like I did it at Japan. Went on mediums. I kept up with the people. Although I was losing time, but still, I kept up with everybody. On that is the problem is I'm gonna have to use most of the ERS though. That's basically it though. But we ain't gonna hold it up, you know. We're gonna do that. Let's hop into it.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
You know how F123, when you go hold down the brakes and you can warm up your tires just like that? This one you can't.
No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I don't know. This is like a game though, so.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Okay, so that's the rest of the...
Oh my. Oh my.
All right, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Oh my, that was just too nasty. Alright, lady, it's moving time. You got this, buddy. The two SM ain't no way two SMRs is in one and two. Ain't no fucking way. But guess who's about to come and stop that? Me. I'm about to spoil their party.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
91. Now, why would you do that, bro, guy? Why? I hate when y'all do that shit. Come here, big fella. Come on. Come on. Albon. I need to see some of your rest now. You see how it grips this corner? It just grips the corner so well. Hey, Hamilton. Yeet. That adjustment that I did to this car was might as well satisfying. I just like the way this setup feels.
Stroll is ahead of you. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap, 1:35.1. Okay, so we're leading our teammate. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Alright, Black, it's this moving car. You got this, buddy. How would you think I gained on it? I gained that corner gave me so much boost today. I wasn't passing right now, but hey, 1 or 2 I could, but that would give him the DRS though.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Good pace. You're catching the car in front by about a second a lap.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
That's Gasly ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time, 1:35.4. 1.2 seconds advantage per lap. Keep going.
I've been up ever since 6 this morning, bro. I tell you, man, I just didn't know.
The track is clear, green flag.
Uh-oh. Not Hamilton. Oh, lordy.
Gasly's ahead of you. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap, 1:35.5. This is great stuff. We're gaining by 0.3 a lap. Good work. The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
I want to make that thing.
Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
I don't want to make the same as I did in practice. No. I would have been mad at myself if I did. Knock on wood, don't want to happen.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
I'm happy that I made this changes before. I'm so happy that I made these changes. Like, I'm really happy that I made the changes in the first session of quality. Cause if I didn't, I would have been screwed, slipping all over the place.
Past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Uh-oh, here we go. Let's baby. Pause for a second, because I gotta check up on someone real quick. I'd like to say, Smooth, you got this. I'm so happy that I made these changes.
16.4 seconds.
Yeah, right there, it's like the cars that costed me a lot of time. That cost me a lot of time. He actually on hard.
As things stand, we'll be second in the championship.
You feel look good. So what's up? Go pit it. What in the hell? This setup should not be this good. It should not be this damn good.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
This setup is really good, like really good. Like I wasn't expecting it to be this dang good. I thought it was just gonna be a bad setup, but some adjustment. Oh yeah. And I'm on controller too. Gasly pit it.
That's Behrman behind you. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap, 1 minute 37.0. Pack, that's P1. Piastri's behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. You've got 11 laps until your pit window opens. Okay, 41 laps to go.
It reminds me about behind track. Yeah, man, hit it. Alright, you got a big gap ahead of us. You got a big gap ahead between second place. So we good, we good.
Okay,
right
so we're
now.
leading our teammate by 20.2 seconds.
Yeah, it's just game time.
Piastri's behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 18 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Your last lap time, 1:37.0.
Now Lance Stroll is out. Well, that's one out. One Aston Martin out. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Caution, caution. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Gasly's behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop. Time last lap, 1:34.4.
Well, he gaining time anyway, so. I want to see where Verstappen going. He boxed for another set of softs, and he's in 15th. Damn, Norris never pitted yet, so he's going for a stop, one stop. Piastri going for one stop. Fittipaldi going for one stop. I'm going for one stop, and everybody else going for a two stop. Well, two stop. Well, yeah, two stop. He's gaining time real fast.
Gasly behind. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:35.3.
It's moving complex. He's doing nothing but he's dropping second round.
Alexander's coming in for his stop now. Okay, mate, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
We have bigger problems on our hands. Very big problems. Bro, he just got Piastri just box. And he's just 12 seconds behind me. Gasly is just hauling ass. Like, ain't no way you this man this damn fast. Put this man in that Aston Martin, this man cooking for days. Ain't no way. Put him in the Aston Martin, this man cooking for days. Ain't no way.
Gasly's behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time, 1:34.9. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
This is gonna be a struggle for the centuries. As long as I keep this gap steady, then I'm good. It was in the 10 seconds, mid 10 seconds though. Damn, another one. Hulkenberg is out. That's 3 cars. We had 20 cars. 19, 17, 19, 18, 7. 3 cars that's already out.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, so you set the fastest time. Gasly is just too quick though. Like he is quick, but ain't quick enough. Like at Japan. Like Verstappen won the sprint. Okay, yeah, cool, that's fine. He bagged a couple points, but really, all the respect, Verstappen didn't even win that.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap.
At 133.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
My tire's still looking good, but it's about to. It's not really looking too good. I'm trying to stay out as long as possible. So Gasly, when Gasly box, when Gasly pit, I'm a pit. I'm good. I'm way clearer than the second place racer, so I'm good on that.
Fastest lap at the moment, 1:33.4.
Alright, Black Stage, just stay strong. Manual lines, save some ERS. He's good.
First position, front of the pack. Gasly behind. They're on old mediums. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. Okay, 28 laps to go. Gap to your teammate behind, 39.9 seconds.
He's 40 seconds ahead. That's crazy. He's gaining second by second.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
He's 5 seconds. He's within 5 seconds of a gap behind me.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
He got a hard set tires for him, waiting for him. Yeah, he got a hard set of tires waiting for him. Verstappen just pulling. He's gaining too. He's in 11. He'll gain 1 point out of this whole series, out of this whole race. Okay, just in round point.
Gasly's behind you. They're on old mediums. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 35.5.
He's gotta remap the controllers though. He's gotta just remap the controllers. Alright, on your personal style. To me, I shift with X and shift down with square. Because it's so much, it's more easier, and your thumb is like on the X and square. So I mean, like, you just gotta remap on controllers, on your preference, on how you would like it. You can edit the controllers. I mean, like, I've been on controllers since F121, so. Yeah, if I went on a wheel, it would have been a whole lot different.
Pack, that's P1, Gasly behind. They're on old mediums. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. 24 laps to go.
It's not a pain when if you adjust to it though. Yeah, it was a pain to get the master, but after a while, your mindset
Okay,
be
so
like,
we're leading our
okay,
teammate by 36.0 seconds.
it's like your adjustment, you're adjusting slowly but surely to adapting the controls into the controller. Instead of on the wheel, it would have been taking me a lot longer. It would take me a whole lot longer to get used to on the pedals and everything. Trust me, if I would have had a whole rig set for this, I would have had to try adapt it to the controls and everything. That's like 2.5
Battery
seconds.
charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Yeah, he's 2.5 seconds behind me, and it's closing fast, rapidly.
Gasly's behind you. They're on old mediums. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:35.7. Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
And he boxed. That's a good. That's even good. That's even better. A sign of relief, though. He strapped on another set of mediums. Oh, yep, he went and strapped on the hards.
Alexander's in the pits. Alexander in the pits. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're sitting in 7th.
I'm boxing inside. Fuck that. My tires are done though. Shot.
go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Came right in front of him. Came right in front of him. That is good. That is good.
Okay, mate, let's try and pick our moments when we use ERS. Let's try to be consistent with it going forward, please.
Yes, sir.
Gap to your teammate behind, 36.6 seconds. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Nice move, good job. Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place. Gasly behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. Looks like the car behind has a small amount of damage to the front wing, but it doesn't seem to be affecting performance. Just be aware. Your last lap time, 1 minute 35.6. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 37.8 seconds. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. First position, front of the pack. Gasly's behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, 7 laps to go. this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Gasly behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:32.8. Final lap. Push, push.
Maybe the other driver should turn up next time. Quite a lonely drive.
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
There'll be smiles at the factory after that one. A great race and a real team performance to take victory here in Shanghai.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
It looks like it's time once again to hand out the silverware as the successful drivers make their way to the podium. It was a gritty performance today by Williams, and they've got the race win to prove it. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.